Hello. Welcome to the news studio. Can you tell me today's headlines?
Yes, I can.
Great. What is the first headline you want to share with me?
All right. President Kim arrived in Seoul after finishing the G7 meeting in Canada.
That's an important update. What did President Kim discuss at the G7 meeting?
I guess he had a several summit meeting with many other the country's presidents.
Interesting. Did any specific topics stand out in those meetings?
I don't particularly think of any topics that President Kim mentioned, but generally he is talking about the economy and also the future relationship with the countries, and also at the same time the for mutual benefits, and they want to develop a new business relationship.
That sounds important. Strengthening economic ties can help many countries. What else do you have from the news?
uh, I guess the in Korea rainy season will start from tomorrow, and so it's going to be several weeks.
Ah, the rainy season. It's good to be prepared. How does the rainy season affect daily life in Korea?
Because of the heavy rains, sometimes the roads are inundated by the flood, and also at the same time there are some the accidents and where which actually can endanger people's life, and also sometimes there should be many safety issues uh, in terms of I mean the, because of the heavy rains. And
That's very serious. Safety is very important during the rainy season. What do people do to stay safe?
basically they should be prepared. About the rainy, the heavy rain alarm and also warnings. And so if there are forecasts that the heavy rain, a lot of rains will be coming in their region, and they should be inside. Also at the same time, they should be prepared. When they drive, and also at the same time, uh, there are some incidences where the waters cannot just go to the hull and efficiently, and so somehow the a lot of water is on the road, and so in that case, so the traffic jams, and also at the same time there's some uh, the accidents, I mean, which can affect the people's the life.
That's good advice. Being aware of the weather and driving safely can prevent many problems. Do you have more news to share?
No, I don't think I can think of any more news to share.
That's okay. Thank you for sharing the news today. Goodbye and take care.
I can't think of any specific topics.
I can't think of any specific topics.
I can't think of any specific ideas.
I can't think of any specific ideas.
I can't think of any specific questions.
I can't think of any specific questions.
특정한 이유가 생각나지 않아요.
I can't think of any specific reasons.
I can't think of any specific reasons.
Reasons.
특별히 궁금한 질문이 떠오르지 않아요.
I can't think of any specific questions.
I can't think of any specific questions.
특정한 아이디어가 떠오르지 않아요.
I can't think of any specific ideas.
I can't think of any specific ideas.
특정한 주제가 생각나지 않아요.
I can't think of any specific topics.
I can't think of any specific topics. He generally talks about the economy and future relationships with other countries.
He generally talks about the economy and future relationships with other countries.
He generally talks about sports.
He generally talks about sports.
He generally talks about his work.
He generally talks about his work.
그는 일반적으로 새로운 기술에 대해 이야기합니다.
He generally talks about new technologies.
He generally talks about new technologies.
그는 주로 스포츠에 대해 이야기합니다.
He generally talks about sports.
He generally talks about sports.
그는 일반적으로 자신의 일에 대해 이야기합니다.
He generally talks about his work.
He generally talks about his work.
그는 일반적으로 경제와 다른 나라들과의 미래 관계에 대해 이야기합니다.
He generally talks about the economy and relationships with other countries.
He generally talks about the economy and future relationships with other countries.
그는 일반적으로 경제와 다른 나라들과의 미래 관계에 대해 이야기합니다.
He generally talks about the economy and future relationships with other countries.
He generally talks about the economy and future relationships with other countries.